Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the Sony WH-1000XM4s. It is no secret that I love my Sony WH-1000XM3s, and secretly, actually not so secret, hope that this had the support, the ecosystem that Apple provides for all the AirPods. So when Sony finally announced the release of the Mark IVs, I was super duper hyped, and I went online, watched all the reviews, read up all the specs about the Mark IVs, and I just came to the conclusion, I'm not getting it. I had to say that with a really sad sigh because I was really looking forward to the Mark IVs. But before we get into that, let's talk about what's new and what's the same with the Mark IVs. So a lot of features from the Mark IVs are quite similar to the Mark IIIs. It comes with the same USB-C charging, and inside its case there is the same airplane adapter and 3.5mm jack cable. It also has the same voice assistant support. It also has the quick attention mode feature where you put your hand to the right ear cup so that sound can pass through so that you can listen to people when they talk to you. It has the same battery life of 30 hours with ANC and 38 hours without ANC. It is also not waterproof. It also has the same 40mm drivers, and the Mark IVs also come with the same black and platinum finishes. If I did not tell you that this was the Mark IIIs, would you have known if it was the Mark IVs or the Mark IIIs? See, that's the thing, you wouldn't know because they're just so similar. However, there are some subtle differences and improvements. The Mark IVs are finally able to connect to two devices at once, so you can finally connect your computer and your phone to it. And after 2 years, I mean, thank you Sony for doing that. So with this Multipoint Connection, you can be typing and working on your laptop, and when you receive a phone call on your phone, the Mark IVs will automatically switch to pick up the phone call so that you can continue your conversation on your headphones. Very cool. However, I read more into depth about how this multi-point connection would work. Basically, you need to go into the Sony headphones app to switch between devices. So that is like 2 steps that you need to take, unlike the AirPods. So that is the thing that made me take a step back and rethink about the Sony Mark IVs. Hey, so this is Editing Mindy jumping in for a bit. Recently, Sony released an update for its Mark IVs, and I learned that the Mark IVs actually does intelligently switch between devices. All you have to do is pause and play. That is pretty cool. Another thing that I was super excited for was Bluetooth 5.0 in the Mark IVs. Yes, they finally did upgrade it. However, one thing to note, the range on the Mark IVs is the exact same as the Mark IIIs. Connection would drop if you go beyond the line of sight of 30 feet or 10 meters. So that is something I'm kind of disappointed with, and initially I thought that if the Mark IVs had Bluetooth 5.0, there would have been a feature that allowed one mobile device to have the sound output to 2 of the Mark IVs. Just like how you can choose to share audio with 2 AirPods with just one iPhone. Sadly, this is not the case, but I mean, it has the potential to do that in future. You never know. Third improvement that a lot of people asked for was the improvement to call audio quality, and Sony did that this time. There are 5 mics built into the Mark IVs, and Sony calls this the precise voice pickup, where the headphones can better pick up your voice and cancel out background sound. It is much better than the Mark IIIs. These pair of Mark IVs have also become smarter. There is a new speak to chat feature. Your Mark IVs knows when you're talking and automatically pauses the music so that you can have that conversation with people without having to take off your headphones. And this is pretty good, unless you're someone who talks to themselves very often, like although it's something that I wouldn't have turned on because I just feel like it's manners to take off my earphones or headphones when I'm talking to someone. I'm just used to this. Another smart feature is the adaptive smart control. Your Mark IVs are now able to use your location on the smartphone and learn where you frequently visit. It will customize the sound to that location. For instance, if you're on the train, it will automatically have ANC to the max for you, but when you reach the cafe that you usually frequent, it will reduce the ANC for that. So if you think about it, it may be a bit scary that now your headphones know where you are. I'm just paranoid, and I would actually turn that feature off. Other than these, the Mark IVs have better ANC and better audio quality. This is due to the new Bluetooth audio SoC and the HAI technology that helps to upscale digital tracks to provide better quality. Physically, there are slight differences between the Mark 3s and the Mark 4s. The ear pads on the Mark 4s are slightly softer, and this part here is like 10% larger, so this actually makes it slightly more comfortable. They also changed the noise cancelling and ambient mode button and called it the custom button, but they have the same functions, so not much difference there. There is also a wear sensor detector in the left ear cup, and that is actually one of the new features of the Mark 4s. It's called the wear detection feature, so that when you take off your headphones, the music automatically pauses. That's something that I really appreciate, but it is not a feature that would drive me to get the Mark 4s. And with all these minor little physical changes, the Mark 4s weigh 1 gram less at 254 grams. Yep, not that it matters that much. The Mark 4s are also being priced at $350 USD, which is the same as that when the Mark 3s was first launched. So all in all, to me, the Mark 4s is a want and not a need. Just, it's cool, it's nice to have, but I don't really need it. Because the features that I was looking forward to did not exactly happen the way I hoped it would. I mean, I guess like this is one example how rumors actually overhype a product and made consumers like me disappointed. So here's me again. I have to jump in a little to change my final thoughts just by a bit because of the Multipoint Connection update. I have to say, before I was not tempted, but now I kinda am. The Multipoint Connection is one of the biggest draws for me because I switch between my Mac and my iPhone daily. The AirPods have raised the bar so high for this kind of connection technology, so I am kind of excited for this on the Mark 4s. However, I still think it's a want and not a need. The top two things on my list was longer battery life, and nope, the battery life was just the same. And second thing on the list was multi-point connection, and yes, there was. But I still feel like I don't really need it because these Mark 3s are just so good that the improvements on the Mark 4s just aren't enough to push me to get the Mark 4s. But yep, back to the video. I'm speaking to those who already own the Mark 3s like me. If you already have this pair of WH-1000XM4s, you really don't need the Mark 4s. It's a nice to have, yes, I know. But this pair of Mark 3s are pretty damn good. I mean, if you have that spare cash to spend on the Mark 4s, go for it. Go for it, you will enjoy it, I'm sure. For me, I just wouldn't spend that extra cash on the Mark 4s when I already have like a really well-functioning Mark 3s. I would rather save it for the really expensive iPhone 12 Pro Max. However, if you're looking to buy a pair of headphones and you don't have the Mark 3s, I would say that the Mark 4s are pretty damn good. Although if you can save some cash, get the Mark 3s. It's almost just as good without all the smarter, more advanced technology in it. So I think that one interesting to look out for is the Apple headphones that I heard was going to come out this year from all the rumors. Apple has this unbeatable ecosystem, and the convenience that it comes with is just, it spoils you. It is so intuitive, you wouldn't want to get out of the ecosystem. It's kind of bad, actually. If Apple can make a pair of headphones that are as good as this, I might be really tempted to switch. That's been it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. I hope this video helped you in a way. I'll see you guys really soon. Stay minty, hey cherry. Goodbye.